I'm Rezlar.
I'm Frosty.
As nobody's really engaged quite yet.
Yep. Oh, there we have a bit of. Oh, was that a triple stun for the Mystic?
And welcome back to the Value Pack. And we are back. We are live streaming. We are recording. We are doing our thing. Value Pack Podcast, the first ever live stream. We got 11 people in the chat, including Dreamery, the worst warrior in the world, and Casbig, who I think is the greatest wizard in the world. I'm pretty sure. Isn't that him?
And my mom. Hi, Mom.
Oh, your mom? Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Best mom in the world. Second best behind mom. My mom, I guess.
Yeah, that's inappropriate.
All right, well, whatever. So we're going to go through comments, sorting by new, comments on the last video. Thanks, everybody, for leaving a comment. Small Dick Stole Your Girl said, since all the cron meals have been buffed, which one do you think is better for PvE now? Frosty.
I think for straight up damage output, probably still Exquisite because of the percentage boost, but I'd need to see some testing because Energizing is 25 monster AP. So I use Energizing in Secrea because of the damage reduction, so I don't die.
Good point. Yeah, I just kind of use Exquisite, but that's more of a lazy thing than an efficiency thing, if I'm being honest. Ambitious Panda said, tried to suggest to Twitch to fake uniform that he comes on as a guest, but he said he never heard of this. Yeah, I don't think most people have. Let's just be honest, but that's okay. We'll get him one day, I'm sure.
Fake you, yeah. No, I think he knows me. I used to kill him a lot at Necropolis when people still grinded there.
Feels bad. We Gucci says Musa stream win. Probably never. Frosty doesn't play male classes. Now if you're talking Musa podcast, maybe at some point, for sure, maybe. Yeah. We'll have does Shaky Base still play Musa?
That's a stupid question. Of course.
Okay, so maybe him.
Maybe he re-rolled. I actually don't know enough about him. That's not a stupid question. I take that back.
He re-rolled Mystic at one point, but I thought that he had re-rolled back. Maybe he didn't. I don't know. Whoa, that's a fucking name. I don't know what this is. Dak. I'm gonna call him Dak. Dak says, since BDO is now coming to PS4, what would be a great overall class to main? Quitting ESO for this game, looking for a great PvP class that can do well in PvE also.
Fuck every class except for Kuno.
Well, okay, hold on.
Huh?
Before this week, maybe I agree with that statement. After this week, I cannot agree with that statement.
I mean, a great class that can PvP and PvE is like there's
Berserker.
There's so many that are good at that, though. Honestly.
Yeah, I mean, most classes are like fine in PvP and PvE. Like most of them. You have there's like maybe like 3 or 4 that I can think of that might not fit that criteria, but Zerker is a really strong choice. Sork is a really strong choice. I doubt, is Archer going to be available at the beginning? Probably, I guess, huh? Because it's not the new class anymore. Now Shai is, right?
For PS4?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think it's 5 classes only at first.
Oh, really?
On launch, yeah.
Well,
right. So, the options are like Zerker, Warrior, Wizard, Witch, Ranger, Sork, and Valk, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
But you're only going to be pre-awakened for like a month or 2. They update those really quickly, so.
Yeah, you can't go wrong. Pick whatever you enjoy playing, because at the end of the day, if you're playing a class that you don't want to play, then you're going to quit the game really fast. R9S says, I'm a 285 AP, 240 DP, newish player Ranger that rerolls a lot depending on if PvE is boring on a class / has good in-game PvP or has boobs. I like the honesty. Joined a newer guild called STEM Casual Guild that's probably going to turn into PvP. Got recommended this podcast from a friend who is new to the game and isn't used to Korean MMOs. Reignited his interest to play since he was super on and off and would rather play League and AFK life skill than actually grind. Glad that we could get more people into this game. This game needs more players. I mean, part of that is this game's developers have made a lot of really bad decisions that have not ran a lot of players away, but it's still a good game.
Okay. I don't agree with any of that last bit. But yeah, it is good to have you.
You don't agree that it's a good game?
I agree only with that part.
Rabuk? It's Rab Space UK. I'm not sure what that is, but Rab, I guess. Can we get a lawn discussion? Frosty, have a lawn discussion. Go ahead.
Yeah. Shift A, Shift D, Shift S, E.
There you go. Lawn discussion. No, but eventually, like we'll cover all the classes eventually, right?
Yeah.
It's more of like we're trying to do the classes based on one guest that we have. So, if we have a specific guest, then typically speaking, we'll talk about that guest's class. Or if like there's a big change in a class, like today we're going to talk about Kuno. And, even though we don't have a Kuno guest on, but there was a huge PvE change, or not PvE, just overall change to Kuno that made it a little crazy. So we got to talk about it. So we'll get to all the classes eventually, though.
Yeah, that's the big
I
thing.
mean,
It's like
eventually we'll loop.
they're changing classes all the time, and right now that's just way more interesting than bringing on a tired old lawn, you know?
Yeah, well, that's a little insulting, but okay.
I'm kidding.
But yeah, eventually we'll loop, but we don't want to talk about one class every podcast because then we'll run out very quickly. And yeah. Anyway, Tim says, in addition to sharp parts, things like logs are also capped way too low. Just look at the numbers of buy orders. Raise the cap to 15k or more, and I will sell the many logs that are stockpiled. As for Altar of Blood, there should be an option to use your gear or swap for soft cap equivalent gear that can only be used in the altar. This type of content should be accessible by any player, not just 600 plus gear scored no lifers / pay to winners.
Yeah, I definitely agree about the logs. Because I too would sell some logs if they were worth more than 75.50.
Yeah.
Which is basically nothing.
Yeah. As far as the Altar of Blood thing, my man, I'm gonna be honest with you. If you go in Altar of Blood with a full soft cap team, you're not getting very far. I mean,
you could probably get to level. Strategically, you could probably get 5 or maybe 6 done with full soft cap if you guys work well together. But that's about it. Then you start needing more DPS.
Yeah. I has issues, which with a face like that, Jesus. Awesome content. I'm a veteran casual pleb. Please keep dishing these out. You guys have become one of my favorite podcasts. I look forward to every week now. Appreciate it, man. Thanks for enjoying the show.
Yep. Same.
Bajagi779. Hey there, guys. Here's the background of my guild. I'm Benji Step. Oh, it's Benji. I'm Benji Step in BDO. I was in Hex with you and Frosty for a bit. I'm currently in Natsukashi. We are kind of a retirement home for people who don't want to Node War anymore, but were once in Siege / almost Siege guilds. Like this guild because we've been playing with a friend who recently started playing. It means I can be in the same guild as him with no requirements. Either way, dig the podcast. Haven't missed a week yet. Keep it up. Appreciate the support.
Awesome. Thank you.
Lost Souls says, Rezlar going wizard. Wow, basic. My internet is shit, and my PC is shit, and I lag like a motherfucker in Node War, and I still love Ninja.
Yeah. It is pretty cowardly of you.
Jeez. Daniel G says, hi, Rezlar and Frosty. I'm a newish listener from Xbox. Keeping up on your podcast lets me know what's in the near future for us console players. I'm in a guild called Netflix and Skill. It's exactly what it sounds like.
That's an EU, he said?
No, Xbox.
Oh, Xbox. That's a pretty good name.
Xbox and Skill.
No, Netflix and Skill.
Yeah.
Xbox and Skill. Does it make sense?
Broken Striker says, at Rezlar, now that you're a mage, will you ask the best mages how to play? Did the interview with Jackie make you go wizard? Not particularly. Wizard has pretty much always been my second favorite class in the game. At Frosty, now that you're back on Sork, do you think you'll need a while to get the feel back for it, or you'll re-roll before you need to? When is the next community event from Row?
Okay, I definitely will reroll before I need to because I have a problem.
Yeah, he's
And
gonna reroll Kuno within the next 72 hours.
yeah, it's taken a little getting used to, but I feel pretty comfortable on it. I think Sork and Mystic I've spent the most time on. Like I've spent a full year on Sork, so it's pretty easy to get back into it.
Yeah. And then when traditional weapons come out, he's gonna reroll Ranger. So get ready for that.
No, I don't like the bow, dude.
Oh, I thought you did like the bow.
No, I'm the opposite. I liked
Oh,
Ranger
you like the
before,
swords.
yeah, Absolutes and Rabams when everyone had to use the swords all the time and it was super protected.
Oh, okay. I had it backwards. I thought you were a fan of the bow and you hated the Awakening.
No, the bow sucks, dude.
Jose Gonzalez says you want a good DK. Talk to Cassidy. Parentheses Jose. Best DK I fought. Yeah, I think Frosty has some people in mind for DKs that we might have on.
Hmm.
So we'll see. DK podcast. I won't say soon, but upcoming. Upcoming for sure.
Provided I don't get rejected. There's some really good players that I'd like to have on. We'll see.
Carbon00 Ace 1 says, quote of the day, I am not married.
Yeah. It's true.
Jacob McClintock says, I guess I posted on the last video too late. I'll repeat my question. On Xbox, the Berserker Flamebuster spam doesn't work the same way as PC because the skill cancels are different. Rezlar, would you do me a favor and ask your Berserker friends if they figured it out for Xbox? This is important because it makes or breaks the class for Node Wars. Thanks. Love the podcast. Yeah, I don't know a single Zerker that plays on Xbox, brother. So I legitimately can't help you there. I can't. I apologize. I don't know any Zerkers that stream Xbox. I don't know any Zerkers that play Xbox. I don't even have anybody I can refer you to answer that question. So, Frosty, do you know anybody?
I don't. And I'm wondering why, like, the skills are different in what way. I think, isn't it just the inputs are different? So it should still work the same as long as you're doing the right inputs.
Probably. I don't know. Who knows?
Also, Flamebuster spam, is he referring to just Q buff? Or is he referring to actually
I'm
just shooting
assuming.
the Flamebuster?
Well, it's the same thing.
Well,
It's just
I
whether
know,
you
but
have Q
like,
buff or not on.
right. But it doesn't really
So,
do much when you don't have Q buff.
well, yeah. Well, I mean, that's not what you said like a week or two ago, but okay.
I mean,
Pretty sure a
comparatively.
couple weeks ago you said like, "Oh, dude, you can just range them down. You can just range them down."
No, that definitely wasn't me. They can
Yeah,
range
that's
CC you, not just range kill you without it.
okay, sure. Adam Punton, Frosty looks down on anime profiles. Also, Frosty won't mean anything that doesn't have boobs.
I don't look down on anime profiles. I look skeptically.
Skeptically, my favorite part is somebody replied to this Gangold. He says he played Tamer.
Yeah, dude. That basically makes me a weeb, I think.
Uh, Marshall Cure says 262, 272, 323 Musa. I'm in the Merc Guild Oasis. Another great podcast. Thanks for the continued content and fun. He's in there with Nyashi.
Yeah. That is a good merc guild with some strong mercs.
Yeah, it's a good guild. Any guild that Nyashi is in is a good guild. I trust him.
Does Oasis ever war? They only merc. I actually don't think I've ever seen them on a node. So maybe they do
Yeah.
strictly merc.
Let me check the guild ranking. I actually don't know. I never asked Nyashi before. Oasis. Furesi. They don't own a node, so maybe they don't. Maybe all they do is merc. Kind of interesting. Small Dick Stole Your Girl says buff Manchwams.
Mm-hmm. I'm cool with that.
That's all you got?
A little bit of a buff would be pretty cool. Just a slight,
again,
just a slight.
I'm caught in the Piottr trap with Poly's Forest again. I'm like, yeah, buff my spot. But then I'm like, no, don't buff my spot. I don't want people in it. Stay at Ackman or fucking Secrea Upper, wherever you kids are. Get out of my fucking place.
As nice as Sakura Upper is, there's no one in there.
Yeah.
No.
Even with the spawn rate buff or whatever,
Oh,
the
maybe.
event thing,
I actually love it there with the respawn rate.
isn't that going on right now?
Yeah, it is. They brought it back.
Yeah. Um, Zodiac Master says LMFAO guilds. What the fuck is that? Are you insane? They're just a crutch slash shrug and SMH. When will Frosty reroll to male? Find out next time on Berserker Land Z.
Oh god.
Yeah, didn't you say you were gonna make a trial Zerker and you were gonna like test it out, and then you never did?
No, you said you want me to.
I'm pretty sure there was one day where you were like, "All right, I'm gonna delete a trial character, and then tomorrow I'll make a trial Zerker, and we can go in Battle Arena and see if I like it or not." And I was like, "Okay," and then never heard about it again.
No. The conversation was you should make a trial Zerker so you could see just how hard it is I have it. It's so hard.
Zex Zero says Legatum ran into Frosty Sunday night on Arsha, tagged him, and got my ass kicked by some gear carried wizard. Still salty about it. I'm also the guy that reminds you of that trash ass, low effort, brass tier League of Paladins gameplay you threw into my face on a freaking BDO podcast. Lame.
I actually remember you that day because I was so confused when you like whispered me and said "fuck that wizard" randomly, and I was like, "What? Who?" I actually fought that wizard. He was very, very, very geared. I killed him 3 times and he killed me twice. And the 3 times I killed him, I had to CC him like 6 times. It was awful.
Yeah. Gear carried who tends to win fights,
He's
unfortunately.
from Piottr's guild. He was in Man Up. I forget his name though.
Legatum. Get beat in rock, paper, scissors, kids. Easy win, easy node. Austin Lassiter says new pet skill increase horse slash camel slash donkey slash elephant autopath speed by 3%.
I mean, I don't think a 3% autopath speed would make any of those mounts relevant. That's the thing that. I mean, I like the idea of buffing them a little bit. Let's give them drift, instant excel, and make dream camels. You know what I mean?
Dream camels.
Yeah, dude, that would be the seahorse dream camel.
Dream camel the seahorse.
Yeah, dude, it's just like a camel body. It's got the hump, but the thing is, like, it has the seahorse head and it has gills. But because its hump's full of water, it can like run the water through its gills and breathe out of water.
Okay, this is a disturbing.
Scientifically, it makes sense. That's all I'm saying.
Not Jororo says the thing you're forgetting to mention about the new Capotia accessories is that it's not mentioned in the dev note from Russia, which yellow accessories will be meltable and how many enhancement materials each will give. We also recently had a similar situation with the Dragon Scale fossils, and that definitely didn't turn out how everybody imagined. So I'm inclined to call it all a huge gamble. Feel free to buy Roneros rings now, but don't miss your chance to sell them because they might drop hard when the actual announcements for our regions come through.
Yeah, so that was left out intentionally. No, I think like, well, sorry. All right, so we got the official information. We're gonna talk about it a little bit later in the show. It's gonna be one of our topics, but it is a thing, and it's probably not gonna go up that much because it doesn't give you that many Jonas fragments compared to every other accessory, but it does give you Jonas fragments, so its value is definitely gonna go up and probably stay up, just not that high. And yes, I have about 200 Force Roneros rings. Okay, I'm about to be so rich.
Genthis says, hello there, 282 Musa officer from the Espers Guild. We get called both a Dead Siege Guild and a Casual Life Skill Guild all the time, so at this point, I really don't know what we are. We do Node Wars every day, but it's mostly for fun and payouts.
Oh, yeah, those fat Node War payouts.
Yeah, those fat Node War payouts.
Hey, they are decent if you have a small amount of people in the guild. They actually go up a lot.
Yeah. I'm also caught in a similar situation, Genthis, don't worry. I'm in Clash and we're like super casual like node wearing guild, but I keep being told by all my friends that I'm in a siege guild apparently, so I don't know what's going on.
You have real friends.
Infrax says EU Madrigal. He's an officer for recruitment. He says we have a big diversity of players, from complete newbies that are not even level 60 and to 281 AP veterans, even retired siege players. We try to give everyone freedom to develop their very own style of playing the game.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's good.
Casual guilds are always nice because you get that huge diversity of players.
You should make them all PvP trial and start kicking them.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, that's a fast way to ruin your casual guild, I suppose.
It's the quickest way to blow it up.
Scrab says 265, 301 DP Archer here. I'm in a semi-hardcore guild, EU T1 medium hard guild called Tab. Mostly goes for 25-man nodes. Finally managed to get my GMs to change our guild logo to a honker for a while. Don't know what a honker is, but okay. Keep up the good work and love your podcast. Thanks for your support, dude.
I think the honker's just a nose.
A node?
A nose.
Oh, a nose.
Right? Like someone's honker?
Maybe. I don't know. Dio Lukey says at 5653, I strongly disagree. There are tons of players in life skill guilds play this game and they don't give a fuck about PvP. In fact, they completely ignore it. So that was in reference to when I said something along the fact of
most people PvP and all
yeah,
that.
most people play this game for PvP. I think I said something like 60 to 70% of people in this game play it for PvP, which I still believe to hold true. There are a ton of players in this guild that don't PvP, and that would be the other 30 to 40% of the game. But I do think a majority of the players that play this game do play it for PvP. Not everybody, but a majority for sure. That's just my opinion, though. I could be wrong. I don't know.
Yeah. I think it's probably pretty close. It's just you would never see the life skill people because if you PvP, why would you ever see them?
Yeah, right. Exactly.
But, yeah, there's definitely a lot of people that life skill or just grind or whatever. They don't like to PvP at all. That's true.
I've now been linked something that says a honker.
Yeah, the clown nose. It's very pretty.
Like a clown. Okay, got it. Okay, that's it for the comments. Thanks everybody for leaving a comment. Make sure you drop one on this episode as well. I'll think of a question. I'll figure it out by the end of this podcast. We have a very special guest today. Someone very close to our hearts. I think it's let me double check. I'm pretty sure it's Stupid Archer 2. Is it Stupid Archer 2?
I'm number 1.
You're Stupid Archer 1?
He's
Okay.
Stupid
He's
Archer.
stupid-
That much is clear. He's stupid.
He's Stupid Archer 1, apparently. He has also recently picked up a second job as our editor for our videos because my schedule is chaotic. It's our good friend, very close friend, Man Up Archer, Piottr. Welcome, Piottr. Clap, clap, clap.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
All right, wait.
So not a big name, but just a friend of
Not
ours.
a big name. Very, very, very small name. Even in
I
his
prefer
guild.
to keep it that way.
Most of Man Up doesn't know he's in the guild yet.
Dude,
True.
all the Man Up
Been here
people
for
are
7
like,
months.
oh, who's this guy?
Yeah. Hey, one of our mercs popped off today. Look at that. All right, so you're an Archer main, right?
Of course.
And you're sticking to Archer forever?
Yes.
No, you're rerolling Kuno soon.
Yeah.
All right, so I wanted
mean,
to just ask one. Yeah.
If I were, it would always be a soft roll. This class is good. It's fun.
All right, so we're not going to do a normal interview, but I have one question. You're just going to shoot the shit with us, but my one question is, if you had to nerf Archer in some way, what would it be and why?
It's actually a pretty good question, but I think that the CC of long range stuff should fall off after a certain point. So, like, say it goes, I don't even know distances in this game.
Like if I'm
it goes past 15 meters, you'd lose the knockdown, or I don't think damage nerf. I know someone in the chat said damage nerf, because that's what we're supposed to be. We're supposed to be range nukes, but I don't know,
Yeah.
because you can't nerf like the damage, in my opinion. You can't nerf the survivability because we already are paper if we actually get caught.
Mhm.
And then I would say that some of the range CC.
So, yeah. So, like, basically, if I'm grinding Gahas, people that are in a GVG at Sausage shouldn't be accidentally CCing me if
Oh,
they're flagged.
shifty. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I'm with that. I mean, what would it be? Line of sight? Like, if you can't see the person, I guess? I don't know. Like, how would that even
No,
work?
because, well, that could be pretty suspect, because our abilities don't go through walls.
No. I mean,
So,
just like
line of sight. I mean,
not line of
then
sight.
you can just turn
not
yourself on
necessarily line of sight.
optimization mode and never be able to see me. And I'll never
No. I mean, like
turn on Shift F5 or what.
Yeah. No, I mean max render distance. Not like if you can't see them.
Well, yeah, our skills don't go past max render distance.
Well,
Rangers do.
That's arguable.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. There's
I
been
mean,
a couple
I can
of
see where my
times.
skills go, but in Siege, max render distance gets cut down a little bit. So
Yeah, I don't know. Archer's e-buff is insane, isn't it?
Q buff.
it is
It's Q buff.
the Q buff. Yeah.
E-buff, whatever.
Everybody
Class
calls it
buff.
an E buff. It's pretty good. I mean, what are you gonna do to it? Like, take one of the modifiers?
Yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah,
just like
probably.
it's a big damage buff, right? They actually nerfed it before it came out a little bit because
They did.
does it still have
has been
resist? Or no?
Still have resist?
Yeah.
Let me hit it right now.
I actually don't remember.
Hover over it. No.
Okay, yeah, because it
I forget
used
what
to
it
have.
is, honestly. I just use it as a tactical nuke, basically.
Yeah, it used to have if I'm not mistaken, 30% all resist as well. So there
Top
you go.
archer on EU, Tomatsu.
Tomatsu. And what about NA?
Tomatsu. NA? I say General Morse.
Yeah, General Morse is so good, dude.
Dude, how are you not gonna vote for your brother-in-law, Stupid Archer 2?
Cinny knows he ooks. Cinny's proud that he ooks. I'm proud of Cinny for ook.
Yeah. All right, cool. Let's talk. You guys want to talk about Altar of Blood?
Yeah, Altar Blood. It's out. We've played it. Well, Piottr hasn't apparently, but me and you have.
No, but I've watched many, many clips, which I don't know if any of you guys saw Jester soloing the...
I did.
Oh, I forget what that thing's called. It's dope. It's cool that they added content like that. Like, that it feels challenging.
Yeah. All right. So wait, Rezlar, how far did you get? What was your team comp and gear score? And how many times did you do it?
I cannot beat 7. I can't do it for the life of me. We tried it 3 times last night. It was me, a DK, and a Kuno. Is a 270 something AP Kuno, 269 AP DK, and then me a 265 AP Wizard. And we tried 3 times to beat 7. And one time we actually got super close. We literally were killing the last like 5 to 10 mobs whenever we died. We got so close, but we can't beat 7. We think it might be an issue with how we're grabbing the little guys that spawn, the little bomb guys that absolutely shred your tower. So if
your
our group
strategy?
ends up doing it again, we might have to redo it.
So how were you doing the grabs?
So we tried like 2 or 3 different things. At first, we basically just did it like the Kuno and the DK were dealing with the little lava thrower guy, like the tiny guy, and I was trying to hold off the wave on my own until they killed it basically, and then they came to help out. And then we swapped to both me and the Kuno were on the tiny dude since we both have grabs. So basically he would grab it and then I would grab it and then he would grab it and then usually it was dead at that point. And then we tried basically like a rotation thing on the second one, I think it was, which I think that was the one that probably worked the best. Where basically it was me and the DK holding off the wave. The Kuno was on his own with the little dude, and basically whenever he grabbed it, I would wait like 2 or 3 seconds, and then I would double TP over to his side, slap down a pull, and then grapple, and then run back to the wave. So basically, I just ran over, dropped my pull for the debuff, and then grappled him to buy the Kuno more time, and then I just ran back over to the wave and kept helping to clear it. So
Yeah.
we still got more work to figure out. If I end up doing it with those two guys again, then we still got more we got to figure out. But we'll see what happens.
Switch your Kuno for a ninja and you'll get it.
Yeah.
Because what we did is we had Sammy, because ninja has 2 grabs, so you could
Yeah.
grab with 1 grab, wait the max amount of time till it's up, grab with the other grab, wait the max amount of time, grab with the other grab. Like literally just cycle back and forth. So Sammy could just solo the mobs by just grabbing it every time his grab's off cooldown, since he has 2 grabs.
Right. Yeah. That's why I heard like Berserker is like really really good because they can just like perma grab it. You know.
Yeah.
I know
On
Berserker.
7. Yeah.
There used to be one.
Oh
that
wait,
coulda
no,
helped.
never mind. He used to be one.
Dude, Wizard's actually really good in there though. The AoEs are so nice.
Yeah, for sure. That's really nice. Like I'm basically maybe the Kuno could as well, and this is what I was gonna suggest if we end up doing it again. Maybe the Kuno can like me and the Kuno basically swap places. So I go on the little guy side, Kuno goes on the wave side because the Kuno 275 AP Kuno, that spin can just clear mobs. Also because of the heal, it can tank it pretty well while also not sacrificing damage. Whereas me, if like those little the like dinosaur guys, the fast ones for that wave, if too many of those dudes gang up on me, they can actually like almost insta kill me. So it's kind of a problem. I have to like teleport away and heal up and then go back in, so I'm losing DPS. So maybe the Kuno stays in because they can use the iframes and the spin spree, which does massive amounts of damage and also heals them. And then they can just like dash over to me after my grab is up, grab it one time, and then dash back over to the wave and keep clearing it. That's what I'm thinking, maybe.
Right.
Because it's also an issue of like the AoEs on Wizard are great, but I'm the least geared out of all 3 of us that were doing it, right? So
That's fine because you're a wizard. At least you're an undergeared wizard and not an undergeared, anything.
I mean, it's fine, but it's not optimal, right? So it might be better.
Of course.
We need to test it, obviously. Like,
Well-
this is all just theory, but it might be better to have the 275 AP Kuno over there. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Isn't Jester Piottr like 260 something, or is that with Kudum?
I believe he's 269. I think Nuver.
Yeah.
He's
just
actually,
Nuver.
he's
Yeah.
one of the few of the hot boys that aren't like super.
Super carried. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Your push to talk's cutting out a little early.
I apologize.
No, you're good. So I did 2 times. The first time I went, we were Ninja, Musa, Sork, and we also got clapped by the little guys that chuck stuff in round 7. And then we found out after that you can grab them. We actually didn't know the first time we did it, so we were literally just using normal skills, and we died so fast. The second time it went, we had a wizard instead of the Musa, and we beat 7 by just having Sammy grab the baby chickens one by one and then the rest of us just dealt with the army. But in wave 8, man, the centaurs that throw the spears are so fucking hard to deal with because so many come out at a time and it's really hard to deal with all of them. So I think if we went in with the same composition, I think our strategy would be me and the ninja are floating on the outsides trying to deal with them, and the wizard's just doing damage in the middle, but also trying to kill packs with water sphere because they actually die pretty quick. The ranged centaurs, they're like coming out at the same time as like bassies and melee centaurs and shit. So I don't know. We lost that one pretty bad. It felt overwhelming, so we'll have to figure something out. But
That's why you need an archer.
yeah,
Yeah, right.
Well, I think the wizard has enough range to support from the middle while still like dealing with the middle because it seemed like the melee mobs weren't doing as much damage to the tower as the range were. But I don't know. Who knows? And then everyone else I talked to says that it was super easy and they don't know how I died, so or how we failed. I'm like, I guess I don't know. Maybe we're just
Well,
idiots.
eight's super easy.
Yeah.
Huh.
So I have no idea, but it was really hard for us. We just couldn't DPS anything down fast enough. I actually don't know how great Sork is in there because like not particularly good at killing anything in there.
Well, do your spinning blades aggro in there?
No, but the AP buff is nice for the party, right? Because I basically get to keep that
Yeah.
up 100% of the time. So that probably helped more than I realized.
Yeah.
But it's weird, like the AoEs aren't very big on Sork outside of Grim Reaper Judgment and Carson's Nightmare. So yeah, when I'm like spinning and stuff, I'm not hitting a whole lot of mobs. I don't know. But I
Did
think
you
a Sork
actually,
group
like-
finished it though, pretty sure.
That's pretty good.
So we'll see. I just got to work on
I
it.
don't know. There's been we have a couple of sleeping Shai mains for when the Awakening actually comes out because, no Shais in Siege until Awakening, but they're clearing it like with ease, I guess. So maybe Shai is sleeper OP for Altar of Blood. I think it's a 10% DP thing.
Oh, really? Just to stay up? Well,
no.
Oh,
so
minus
no,
DP?
no. It reduces minus. Yeah,
okay,
it's
okay.
a percentage, and those things are so
Oh,
beefy.
right. Yeah, I forgot. That is actually massive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. But man, I don't know. It's super fun. It's actually really fun. I don't know how fun it would be to go replay 1 through 5 again, but the later levels are a ton of fun and the bosses are really fun. Like the first time, Rezlar, how did you guys do the first time against the gatekeepers? Dude, the gatekeepers were fun, I thought.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. We were following like a guide.
Okay.
The Kuno had a guide that they were like reading for everything. So we followed the strategy of basically you clear the waves and then you take the gatekeeper to the next waves, and then you just DPS the gatekeeper in the middle of clearing the second wave or third wave or etc.
Right.
The one that follows. That wave is actually like I don't know. That wave was probably one of the easiest waves in the whole thing, honestly.
Yeah, our first time we dealt with it so poorly. I think we failed it and had to restart it.
Yeah, but if you know the strat, it's really easy.
Right. The first time we did it, like by the end, 3 of the gatekeepers were still up, so we were fucked.
Oh yeah, that's a problem.
I was like, oh my god, this is awful. Yeah, dude, it's fun though. Overall, Altar of Blood is a ton of fun. You definitely need gear to get through the later stages, like pretty high gear. Class comp matters, but I don't think it's like 100% the most important thing because.
Yeah, for sure not.
Let me
No.
see on the leaderboard.
Well, no, because again,
Yeah, there's like every composition.
Honestly, the most important thing is gear. Like just being real.
yeah, being able to nuke. I mean, from what I've heard, you don't have to necessarily CC the one bomb dudes, but giving them like hefty attack speed slows and movement speed slows helps quite a bit.
Right. How does the score? Is the score ranking by like how quickly you finished a wave?
I don't
More
know
than
actually.
likely.
How even are these rankings done?
Like teams aren't even kept together really anymore for a lot of it.
No, it's a
kind of weird.
personal ranking.
Yeah.
So.
Right.
Wish it kind of told you like how it was being done, but what are you gonna do?
Yeah. Now they just need to make an altar where there's 2 platforms, exact same setup, and 2 teams go in, separate sides, and you can flag and go attack the other team while they're trying to deal with their waves.
Oh wait.
You were excited that he said, "Oh wait."
Someone in Clash Discord last night when we were doing the Altar Blood mentioned like, dude, it would be awesome if they had like a giant one of these that an entire guild could participate in.
See, I thought for some reason you were going somewhere with that.
That would be so laggy, though.
I mean, not any more laggy than Siege, Lamau.
True. Biggest piece of content in the game,
Just gotta upgrade your PC, dude. See, just smooth as butter.
Smooth as butter, this man says.
Depends. There's certain people that play a very different game than I do. I've seen their Siege.
Yeah, right. I guess that's what it is. Oh, Piottr, when are you doing Altar Blood? You need to get those rewards, dude.
When does it end?
Is there an ending on it? I thought
There's
it was
not an
just
ending.
Like I thought it was just like the first time you complete it, you get the shit.
Oh, then I'll just take my sweet ass time.
I don't know. Maybe there is an
Because
ending.
like you got to get people, and I don't know people. Everybody that I know has already done it.
Yeah.
Remember, we covered my guild hates me.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I don't know. You just gotta. I mean, you could queue up with randos.
Yeah, no, I haven't been playing a ton lately. What I have been doing has been minor PvP, like grinding for stacks and stuff.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's that. We'll move on to the next one, which is fuck. Where did my list go? There it is. Shai Awakening. Shai Awakening. We know what it is now.
Yeah.
And how
Yeah,
it's
it's
not technically
Rock
an
Band.
awakening, apparently.
Not technically. Goes in the same equipment slot.
My game did this thing. If you use two monitors, where one is a different resolution than the other, sometimes when you alt tab, it moves it to the other one. The only way to fix it is restarting the game. That shit is annoying as hell.
Smooth as butter.
lovely.
Smooth as butter. Never happens in Siege, dude.
All right, Frosty, Awakening, thoughts, go.
All right, here, let me see. Let me pull this up. I actually really like everything with the Shai's Awakening. So it's got three it's got a drum, it's got a flute, and then the guitar. The guitar is the least interesting, right? The guitar is so lame.
More artisan memories. That's what I see.
More artisan
More
memories.
artisans. Yeah. Right.
Well, can't you not enhance it or something? Or
I've seen them on the test server, people using them, and they're tet.
Yeah, you can
I don't know.
enhance them. You get 3 of them. They're like blue grade and a yellow grade, and yeah, you can enhance them. They you just can't get a dandy, I guess.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not too bad. Then repairs probably aren't quite as bad then.
Right. I think there is a yellow one, but I don't know if it counts as. I don't know actually how that works.
It might just be the ultimate version.
But yeah, you can enhance them, and they increase the stats of some of the skills. I don't know exactly what specifically, but there's stuff like if there's an evasion buff, that's plus 10%. If you have a Tet versus a Pry, it's plus 12% instead of 10, like stuff like that.
Oh, that's kind of cool. Although
that was just an example. It's not
for support class that kind of sucks, but
yeah. Well, it makes it so they have to enhance. Hopefully, it increases the weapon stone market when 3 weapons come out, because weapon stones are worth like 100k right now.
Yeah, if you need to enhance something, do it before the next 2 weeks.
Right. Yeah, but the skill animations look cool. Let me see if I could find.
They're really cool. I like them a lot. I like that they summon the beasts and stuff. Although obviously they don't count as like actually summoning something like a tamer. But
yeah,
it's really cool. I like the overall animations, the colors. It's a pretty well designed awakening.
Right. Here we go.
Awakening, not awakening.
I'll play this.
I don't know what to call it at this point. They're like being really weird about it. We're not even getting like. So far, we haven't even gotten full, really nice translations.
Well, yeah. Well, of each of the skills, yeah. Yeah, so you can enhance them to Tet. It shows no stats on the weapons. Like, so I'm watching this video right now, and when you hover over it, there's not even a stat.
Okay. So maybe when you like get that upgrade, it tells you what you get from it.
Yeah, I guess. Dude, Kimo's videos, the Korean dude is so nice, dude.
They're so pretty.
They're very nice. And he puts up so much informative shit. And he adds like the English subtext, which is nice. Dude, the flute looks cool, though.
looks cool. What do you mean?
Yeah, like so I'm watching this Kimo's
I thought the
recording of
flute
it.
didn't have skills yet. Which one doesn't have skills
No,
yet?
I mean it visually looks cool. Like the actual
Oh, yeah,
flute
yeah, yeah.
itself looks pretty cool.
I don't know. I sure do like that loot.
Dude, the skill animations are so cool though.
They're really cool.
Yeah. All right, so Rezlar, you're pretty passionate about this. So one of the one of the things that they changed is I'm going to read this as
PvP
it's
damage.
written. Shai's flooring skill damage has been increased in PvP. Rezlar, this upsets you. Go.
Well, yeah, it doesn't make sense. If it's supposed to be a support class, then why does it need to do damage? Like, it just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. If they buff it a little bit, then that's understandable because like the 80% damage reduction in PvP is insane. Like I said before the podcast, like or before we started streaming, like if it was like 40%, that would be fine because it's like that's still a good amount, right? You're still not going to be nuking people with a 40% PvP damage reduction. Uh, but if it's like completely removed or the same as everybody else's, or just something that's like not very, like it has basically no effect, like 10% or something, then yeah, I don't know. That's just really stupid. Doesn't make a lot of sense. We basically just have another Witchzard / Archer. There, it's like, yay, another class that's new
Don't lump me
and
in with them.
insane amounts of damage.
Don't lump me in with them.
I mean, why
dude,
does
have you seen
why
the
does
boom?
every class that needs to come out do insane amounts
Hold
of
on.
damage? Like,
Have you
why
s-
can't we have a support class?
Have you seen the boomerang skills though?
Yeah, I've
Cool.
Because
used them. Yes,
they're not adding any more skills, and the skills
They're
like
not
have
adding many more
such
skills.
small amount of protection that I don't think it's going to be Wizard Witch. Like they're not going to have voltaic pulse.
No, they're not going to be able to be in the main vault really unless they're using their support skills because their
it's
support skills
only
are where the
only a
defensive
matter of time.
capabilities are at.
And
That
they
maybe
have
Only a
protection.
matter
I
of
hope they
time.
don't do that. I mean, but the thing is, only a matter of time. You should have expected that with this too, because this is it's a PvE game that you're forced to PvP in. So if you can't defend your spot, if you're getting griefed like crazy just because someone hates that you're a little person or whatever, you know that sucks. You can't play the game. So
Yeah.
I
So
don't
what's
know.
the
I can
what's
see it.
so we're gonna give them the same damage as everybody else, and then what's the next thing? We don't have enough protections. We can't do anything in combat because we don't have protections. So they give them protections. Oh, we don't our range. We can't do anything in large scale because our range is too short. Oh, they give them range. Like if you keep just giving in to these fucking complainers instead of sticking with the design choice that you had originally, that literally like everybody was on board with.
I
Like,
don't think they gave in. I think that this is actually the original plan because it's been the same thing with every other class. Their pre-awaken does nothing, and then their awakening comes out, and then they're able to defend themselves. It's kind of the exact same thing here.
I don't buy it.
I don't know. I could infinitely grab someone when Striker came out without the awakening. So you
Well,
could easily kill people with Striker before.
but were you killing people that were in full tep boss, or were they still like try and some Grinnell back then?
Back
Like-
then, it wasn't really.
Yeah.
Not everybody was running around in full tep, but I was
Right.
near soft cap. So was most of the so were most of the people I was fighting.
There were so few people near, like 255, 293.
You're right. You're
I
right.
don't know.
I was a
So-
little ahead of the curve back then.
Yeah,
but
gear carried. It sounds like, dude. What the hell?
gear carried. Come on. I was playing Striker. That's the least gear carried class in the game.
Yeah,
Dude,
Especially back then.
I mean, I get.
TLDR, I don't get the complaints that they don't do damage. Their support class,
Yeah.
they're not supposed to do
It's a sport
damage.
class.
Like you knew what you were fucking re-rolling to when you dropped $100 on this class. Stop being retarded.
All right, whoa.
We're streaming Rezlar.
Yeah, I
Also,
don't care.
also, what do you mean they dropped $100?
On reroll coupons,
You
Frosty.
can't use reroll coupons on Shai.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot they did that. Well, you could now, couldn't you? Hasn't it been long enough?
No, it hasn't been a month yet.
It hasn't. Oh, is that what it was? A month?
Yeah, 30
Yeah, it's
days.
a month.
And
Yeah,
you
I forgot
don't
that they did that.
and you don't need weight on it. I'm rerolling to Shai.
You don't need weight on it. It already has professional and all the not all.
Dude,
Not
it
even
looks so
honestly.
funny.
I haven't.
Watching it march around playing these drums and stuff is hilarious, dude. It's just gonna get CC'd out of everything. Its Awakening has no protection.
It will. It will. And that's the thing. You have to be protected by people,
It also doesn't have any
or you have
new.
to be using a defensive skill that.
It has no new movement either. So I'm
Oh,
wondering how it's gonna keep up with the ball.
So you say it has to be protected by people, and yet we're gonna allow it to do damage so it can solo grind because we can't have it be protected by other people.
I'm just talking Node Wars, man.
I'm just saying,
Node
man.
Wars it'll have to be.
It's gonna do the exact same thing. People don't want to group grind, so they complain until they give them a damage buff, and then it's gonna happen in Node
I
Wars
think
2.
that Shai's a little early. I feel like if it came out with Ordalita, we would be in a little bit better spot because then there actually would be decent group grinds.
Dude, the dim tree attack anime. I'm sorry, I'm mesmerized by this video.
Really, you really. I don't think that if it's busted like some of the stuff we've seen, that they'll keep it that way. It's still on the global lab, and they can change things. So if it's not what they want, they'll change it.
Well, what they want is the players' money, so they're gonna give whatever the crying people want, basically.
Isn't it like 80% of this the people that play this game are like life skillers, casual people, and PvEers?
Hey, dude, they just want to be able to leech trees.
You can leech trees without gear.
I don't know, man. I really just don't like it.
For a fact.
I like the idea of having a support class, like a class that is purely meant to support, and they brought that in, and a lot of people, including myself, were very excited for what this could mean for the game. The fact that they're bringing in a support-only class, and then now here we are, like 3 weeks later, 2 weeks later, whatever, and they're basically saying like, "Oh no, never mind. We're gonna allow it to do damage." It's like, okay, what's next? Next time they're gonna give it protections. Next time they're gonna give it range. Next time they're gonna give it an insane class buff. Like, what's next? Like,
I don't see that
where does it
happening.
stop?
I think this is going to be it, just so they can defend themselves in PvP. I think that's all that this is.
Yeah, that's a lot of extra stuff. They don't even give that to the classes in the game now.
Look at poor Lon. They've just been like suffering this whole time.
The devs know Lunar Dash doesn't have protection, right? I can't tell if they know that or not.
Yeah, I don't want to hear any complaints from a Kuno.
Why? All right, we'll get into that later. Hold on. So I also
Kuno's
think like
Mark.
I think it's going to be even with the PvP damage change, because well, first of all, a lot of these Shais are running evasion, so they're still going to do no damage anyway, because that's kind of the most ideal way to play, since they're going to be running around supporting, and you kind of need to stay up as long as you can. But when they're grinding and they actually do have AP on, I still think it's going to be like, if you're dying to Shais, you're the one that should feel embarrassed, even after the change.
Well, yeah. I'm just gonna bring if I grind on my Shai, I'm just gonna bring guild stun traps and sit on one, so that the person will sit still long enough for me to kill them.
Yeah, you have to full combo them.
Not even combo. Oh, one thing I did want to touch on with the Shai Awakening before we go away with it, there was translation stuff for one of the skills, making it so your people in the area have 100% hit rate, which may or may not just completely kill evasion for siege. I don't know if you guys saw that. I don't remember what skill it was.
So it gives everyone 100% accuracy? Is that a long cooldown?
I don't remember. I don't even remember.
Yeah.
But what? You need one Shai to pop that every push. You have maybe 3 Shais in the guild. Even if it's like a 2-minute cooldown.
Do they have the Shai Awakening in Video Codex yet? No.
No, they don't. And that's the thing. It's just it was some of the translations that I had seen, and they were terribly translated, but something was 100% accuracy, making your skills 100%.
That would be insane.
Yeah.
But then you'd be able to kill Shais. So I'm all for it.
You would. You'd be
Dude,
able to kill all these witches and wizards running.
Yeah, there's going to be like I just imagine 100 versus 100 ball in Siege, and at the end there's just 5 or 6 Shais from each side still alive, not sure what to do,
Yeah,
running
hit
back
each
to
other with
base.
the boomerangs.
Yeah. um, I don't know. So the Awakening looks cool though, like the tree animation and all that. The Panther looks kind of lame, but the tree looks cool and the bear looks cool. And the little people that run around in a circle skipping
Yeah, I like the
are
little people.
they're creepy though, but they're like cool looking, but scary.
They're
Reminds me of like
awesome.
what's that one movie? The
Princess Mononoke.
no, the witch movie, like the old oh my god. The Blair Witch Project. That's what it like reminds me of
Oh,
some
really?
shit from that, dude. There's creepy people dancing around. I don't know. All right. So I think honestly it's going to make my hope is because they have that new HP, the max HP buff, which is cool.
Yep.
And I think they have another health regen skill over time that
It's
they got in Awakening.
It's 1500. 1500 per 5 seconds.
For how long? Do you know?
Yeah, I'll have to check on that one.
Yeah.
I know it was 1500 for 5 seconds. Let me see.
Right.
Someone that is linked to man up.
But I'm hoping still, I said this before, but I'm hoping that it just means that fights are going to last longer in Node War and Siege with people getting max HP and heals and stuff.
Oh, it doesn't say how long it lasts. What I see is plus 1500 max health, 1500 heal per 5 seconds, refreshes itself every 5 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how that works.
Are you
that was the translation.
Yeah, maybe it's another channel one where you have to hold it.
Possibly.
Oh yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah, because that's a lot of their abilities are like you have to be in the animation. All right. Does any of the new stuff entice you guys to play the class?
Nope.
I mean, I wouldn't mind having. I think I wouldn't mind having a support class just so that I can like switch to if necessary. So I like being able to be helpful.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and if it's a thing that you need and no one else wants to play it, I can see myself picking it up for something. Keeping my main, obviously, but
right.
I'm already playing the superior support class.
There it is, then.
Which?
Which?
Dude, hilariously enough, I think as long as PA is still in the game, Witch Wizard is actually still the better support class.
Yes. PA breaks the game. We've covered this. You've covered this multiple times.
I mean, I still think outside of PA though, it'd be comparable now.
Oh yeah. Outside of PA.
Well, without PA, Witch and Wizard aren't as good as Shai, in my opinion, or won't be.
As far as support's capabilities go, yeah, I agree.
That's what I meant. Sorry.
Yeah. All right. Should we move on? Is there anything you guys want to add with the Shai?
No. It's a lolly.
I feel bad for people like Poho.
It is. It's a lolly.
Some people in Reddit got really mad at me the other day because I called it a lolly. And they were like, you're sexualizing it. I was like, I mean, okay, whatever. It's a lolly. One guy was like, actually, it's from this Korean culture, blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh, cool story. Still a lolly.
Yeah. All right, here. Let me log in. I'm gonna mess with the Shai.
What we got next? Kuno Buffs.
Yeah,
Frosty,
Kuno
talk
Buffs.
about him.
All right. So hold on. I'm relogging back into BDO with a fixed resolution, and then I'm gonna mess with the Kuno skills as I talk about it. But where is this in the patch notes? Here we go. I mean, the biggest thing is spin spree. That's what everyone's talking about. But the patch came out that buffs Kuno in a bunch of ways for PvE. But spin spree max hits goes from 12 hits to 20 if you hold L and B after spin spree. And it's really, really, really strong.
Yeah, buff for PvE made them very good in PvP. PvP.
Right.
Yeah.
Although I do think that they kind of needed their damage, like for an
I
assassin
agree.
class, compared to like Tamer and Ninja, was a lot lower.
They needed to at least be on par with Ninja, and that I
Right.
mean it makes it close to Serpent Ascension. So
Yeah. Hold on. Let's see. What are these other changes? The Delighted Blast, 100% crit in PvE. Sauce Free Sonin. I want to see someone try this. Everyone hates this skill so much that even with the 300% damage buff, people are not even willing to give it a shot. But I do wonder how it does in history on a mob's back. Because they increased the speed of it a while back. Yeah, some of the flows. Here, let's see. Let's mess with this in game. Dude, the spin spree is actually, it feels so good. Wait, what channel are you on, Piottr? Let me kill you.
I'm at Zarka. Come kill me, please.
Yeah, it's
I
Arca.
need this.
Okay, so original spin spree is like, dude, I don't know, it just does so much damage. I was dueling with some people, even if you're above soft cap, if you execute a combo properly on a trial Kuno, you can kill them. Like, well above soft cap DP. So, it's cool. I watched Lumi, who's a really good Kuno in Snake. I believe he's in Snake. He had some videos of the Kuno grinding in history. I'm gonna try to pull that up here. But it looked fast as fuck. He has a lot of gear. He's like 274 with Kudum. But
He's the one that was getting 3600. Yes.
did he? I haven't seen anyone's numbers yet.
I
Wasn't
think
him?
he said 36, but I could be wrong. Maybe that was emote.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. 36 is good though. That's solid.
36 is good. Yeah.
That's enough to make me roll off Sork, dude. Dude, I have actually been so tempted. My biggest issue still is that I feel like they need something with movement, just slightly. Doesn't even need to be crazy, but something like if Lunar Dash was a little bit more like Ninja Step, or even if it just had frontal guard, it would make such a massive difference with how much range
I don't know why it
CC.
doesn't have frontal guard. Doesn't she hold the chakram right in front of her during it?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, it's because it has a stiffness and it's an awakening, so they need to just remove the stiffness.
Yeah, who uses it for the stiffness?
Well, it's used in a combo now. There's like this combo where you can, like when you float them, you can stiffen them as they get up and then refloat them. So it's a nice combo, but there's alternate ways to do it. So I don't think it needs the stiffness.
Yeah, you've got plenty of things to stiffen refloat.
Yeah, let's see if I can have this video playing in the background. Well, this person got 3,200, 3.2k on side, which is normal. I don't know, man. Overall, I think the Kuno changes are nice. I don't know if it's enough to make anyone reroll, but it definitely helps lower geared people. Our friend Rich was PvPing with it and in war, and he was saying that he actually really likes how it feels and he's getting kills. So,
And Rich is like worse than you on rerolling, huh?
dude, he actually is.
Frosty.
I feel so bad for Rich. Yeah.
Watch the clip that I just linked. It's Lumi. You were talking about movement. There you go.
Okay.
Oh, that's a movement right there.
That's a movement right there, brother.
Do. How far in?
About halfway-ish. He's reading chat right now, and somebody tells him to use this skill backwards. So he basically goes, dude, what a god! You just have to turn your camera backwards, dude. Holy crap! He's like freaking out. It's hilarious.
Obvious and awkward.
Yes.
Right. I think I'm too.
The meme is that it's a movement skill, but you have
Right.
to turn your camera around backwards.
Yeah, I actually saw him. I saw him arguing with people on Reddit about that too. It's just not. It's not like the best use of it. You can use it for stuff like that, but it's like kind of a waste. There's a guy named Two Minds that uses it like that to grab people pretty often. He'll like dash and then use the Rabam skills with the camera face backwards and then turn it and grab people, which is crazy to do. And it looks really cool. And when it works, obviously that's awesome. But it's like, it's so hard. And then you also lose it for escapability if you're going to use it that way. If it fails, getting out is a nightmare.
Yeah.
Just concealment out. What's the problem?
All right, so Rez, are you scared of Kunos now? And were you scared of them before?
Well, see, this is a weird question because before I was a berserker, and
That's
now
what I was
I'm a
gonna
wizard.
say.
So,
Probably.
I wouldn't have been scared either way if I was still a Zerker, but when I rerolled Wizard, I was terrified of Kunos before and after the change. So, yeah. Kind of how that ends up working out, I guess.
Would you make an alt Kuno for History Grind?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
people
why
have
I'm big on alts.
you know, people have mystics for grinding. You can have a Kuno for grinding, dude.
Do people still do that though? I don't think they do.
People still do that.
Yeah, there's
Really?
some
They do.
people. There's still some people that do. I mean, I guess it depends. I don't know.
Mystic's still better than Striker, and you just have to have one extra.
Well, one extra weapon, weight, skill points, the whole investment.
Yeah.
Do you though?
It's a lot of dollar bills.
Yeah.
You need like 1,300 skill points on Mystic to grind more efficiently than Striker with their full.
Yeah, I don't know. D Mike disagrees with you. Maybe you hate D Mike, but he thinks Striker's pretty good in history now.
Good. He does, but D Mike would much rather play Striker than any other class in the game. He is very, very biased, which is fine. It's good to like your class, but
Frosty Rose says, who wins in a 1v1? Frosty Sork, Frosty Kuno, Frosty Tamer.
Frosty Tamer.
Probably the Sork, but I think the Kuno could figure it out. It would just take some practice. Frosty Kuno is not as well versed in PvP. If I can come out of concealment, all right, that's what it would be. In the arena, Frosty Sork would win. At a grind spot, Frosty Kuno would win for sure. I'm really good at being in concealment forever.
Yeah? Is that your skill?
Dude, I am ultra talented at hiding. For sure. All right, let's see. Moving on. Kuno Buffs. I think Kuno Buffs are cool. Still think it needs a movement ability, and then it'll be on par with Ninja, but Kuno Buffs are cool. Or, like,
that's really all.
Flash Slash still triggers me, though. I'll never understand why Flash Slash is that way and Beheading is that way. It's crazy to me. But anyway. All right, Capotia. Let me close this out.
Capotia.
Open this up.
People are going to be blowing a lot of stuff up in this next little bit once we get that.
Yeah. Dude, Capotia is interesting. Let's see, what are Ronoro's rings up to now? There's people actually listing them now. There's like 30 listed for 7 mil and higher. I think it'll go up though. All right, so Capotia is getting. Did you read this, Rez, from Invin?
I think I got a TLDR from somebody in Guild.
All right, so you need Jonas fragments, Karanda's Latent Aura, or Nuver Latent Aura, or Zarka Latent Aura, or Kudum Latent Aura. You kind of need a lot of shit to make Capotia accessories. I think you also have to be the correct level. Like, if you never hit level 64, you can't make the necklace.
Oh, really? I didn't know that part.
Yeah, if you never hit level 63, you can't make the belt. I'm pretty sure. Not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure that you have to be the level to make the item. Like, when you are the right level, you have the knowledge.
That makes sense because it would trivialize hitting 63 even more than getting a soft cap accessory.
Right. Oh, Infrax says EU market's empty. There's not a single base Ronros ring left. See, EU gets it. Buy the Ronros rings, NA. Come on. All right.
EU are Ronros.
Yeah. All right. So, like, I'm just going to use the ring as an example because the ring is the easiest to compare. Since the ring is compared to a tricrescent, so it has 14 AP at base. When you enhance it to pry, you do not get any AP, but you get 1 accuracy. Enhance it to duo, you get 1 more AP, and the accuracy stays the same. And this works all the way up until pen. And if you get a Capotia ring to pen, it has 17 AP and 10 accuracy, basically making it equal to a Tet Crescent. But I don't think anyone will be enhancing it that high because it takes a ton of mats. I'm pretty sure what a lot of newer players are going to do is get duo Capotia rings where they can get just...
Yeah, duo's easy.
Yeah, so they can just get 1 AP in each of their accessory slots to just hit brackets, you know?
Yeah, it's basically it's another form of Caphras, basically, where you just use it to get like 1 or 2 AP to hit brackets.
Right. And
let's hope that this time it's not bugged and we're not sitting at 269 AP or whatever bracket that you want to hit and not actually being in that fucking bracket.
Oh yeah, right. Bartali win.
I know, yeah, Bartali win. Dude, Capotia Earring's interesting. So they actually decided to make Capotia Earring a narc. So as you upgrade the Capotia Earring, you get DP, not AP. So I don't think anyone's going to be enhancing that, if I'm being honest.
Probably not. No.
I mean, if you're 1 AP away from a bracket, yeah. It'll save you Caphras stones, that's for sure.
There will be uses for it.
You have to get it to duo to get the first DP. Try is 2, and then if you get it all the way to pen, it has 4 DP. And the accuracy goes up a little bit. Dude, the neck is actually cool, but it's like, who's going to have it? If you have to be level 64, no one's going to be able to make the necks anyway. But the neck, you can make it all the way up to a Tet Ogre by getting it to pen. It goes up 1 AP every single level. I don't know. These are cool. I feel like the barrier to entry is massive, though. If the success rate's not super high, dude. So,
I'm curious if it's going to be like our event accessories, the enhance rate.
Right, where it's just higher, or like a Sula's or whatever.
Yeah, or Sula.
Yeah. So, Rez, I don't know if you saw the mats needed, but you need 325 Jonas fragments to make a Capotia ring.
But you get a lot more Jonas fragments from certain accessories now, right?
Correct. So you get them from, let's see, where's the list? Now, Ogre Ring, Tonguegrad Neck, Leighton's Power Stone, Distortion Earring, Tonguegrad Earring, Narc Ear, Forest Ronaros, Eye of the Runes, Tonguegrad Ring, and Orkenrad's Belt can all be melted for Jonas. The highest being Tonguegrad Neck Ring and Black Distortion. You can get between 9 and 11. And then Forest Ronaros gives you 2 to 4.
Wait, and how many do you need?
You need 350 or 325.
Yeah,
right.
Nobody's gonna be doing that.
I mean, you can still melt like Kadri and shit, right? There's a bunch of other stuff you can melt.
That's true, because like you're gonna be able to melt Kadris for 5 million, melt 3 of them, and get more than melting any Tonguegrad item.
The success rate would have to be so high, or no one's gonna do this. I have a feeling. I have a feeling Pry is gonna be like 100%. Pry and Duo or something.
It has to be guaranteed. Dude, there's no way. Dude,
it's definitely not guaranteed.
It's not guaranteed.
Because they have durability.
So, here's what it says.
Do you understand how many people would quit this game and commit suicide if they grinded out 350 Jonas fragments just to fail the fucking enhancement?
Wait, listen. Here's the rules on it. It says you can enhance Capotia accessories by using an accessory of the same name. Capotia accessories aren't destroyed upon failed enhance. They instead lose 10 durability and an enhancement level. You can restore Capotia accessories durability by using Jonas fragments. You're gonna need like thousands of Jonas fragments.
Oh, that's wait. That's not that bad though. If you just use Jonas fragments to repair them.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Since they never go away.
That's taking away from your pool that you need to enhance them in the first place.
Well, you only need the 325 to make one time, right? And then you have it forever. And you can basically smash them together forever because they don't go away when they fail. Actually, that actually makes sense then. This high number actually totally makes sense because you only need to get a second ring once. And then you use the Jonas fragments to repair. So the 325 initial cost, I thought you were going to be paying that to get a bunch of rings, but no. Yeah, you only need one. So then after that, yeah, that's actually not that bad because you get one time and it loses durability. I still think the enhancement rate has to be higher than normal accessories. Otherwise,
it'll need to be, or people are going to be pulling out their hair.
Wait. Now you're losing me. What do you use to enhance this with? Is it not other rings?
You smash them into each other, but neither the neither the base or the one you're trying to enhance actually blow up. They just lose durability. So you only need to get one extra ring, and then you use Jonas
It
fragments
sounds
to
like it's
repair them.
But you have
It's a
to
different
get.
type of enhancing.
But when it goes through, you still lose it, correct?
No. They
Why?
just
That's the way they're making it sound on Inven. Now, if
Yeah.
Inven's right,
it says Capotia accessories are not destroyed upon. Oh, maybe if it succeeds.
That's
no,
what I'm saying.
but I don't think so. No. It just uses durability. They instead lose 10 durability enhancement. I don't think they disappear. I think you only need one.
I don't know. We'll have to actually see it because translations are always weird. It would make more sense if it was consumed because that's just how the enhancing goes in this game.
And if it's consumed, then nobody's gonna do it because you need multiple rings.
Yeah,
now.
because you need too many.
If you only need one, then people will do it because that's it's a huge investment cost, but you only do it one time. If people need to make multiple rings to get higher than Pry,
Right.
probably nobody's gonna do it because that's an insane amount of Yonas that you need.
Well, you would still need, like, look, even if let's say it succeeds and the base one loses durability, but not the one you're actually enhancing, you still need 10 Jonas fragments to repair it. Or unless a Jonas fragment repairs more than one durability.
No, Frosty, I'm saying when it succeeds, the ring goes away.
That's what you're saying, but I don't think that's true. I think they actually stay
But that's
forever.
just how accessories work. And if it doesn't explicitly
Accessories
state
work,
otherwise,
so that's what makes sense.
But on
This is
failure,
a different type of enhancing.
That's how normal accessories work, yes. But on failure, normal accessories also blow up, and these don't. It states
correct, and that's why it
here
explicitly states it about the failing, but not explicitly states it on the succeeding.
Yeah, no, I understand that, but I think it's just not in the translation. That's why. I mean, I could be wrong, but I would be surprised
There's
because
a lot of speculation going on right now.
Well, because think about it this way: the whole point of it is to help new players get a little bit further than try, because Tet is hard, right? But if you think about how many Jonas fragments you'd need to make, it would be harder to enhance these than to just get Tet. If you had to spend 325 Jonas fragments every single time, that's like you could just make for 300 Jonas fragments, you could make like 16 tri-crescent or base crescent rings or something like that. You only need 15 to make a crescent ring.
And you only need 4 or 5 of those, so.
Yeah, exactly. You only need 5 to one-tap it up to 10. It's so easy.
We'll have to find out, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. I think you're rooting for it to be horrible because you want to laugh at Cacao. You're the opposite of a white man. You feel that too, Piottr?
Well,
he's always kind of he's a little bit of a Debbie Downer. Yeah.
Listen, I'm not a Debbie Downer. I'm a realist, okay? I want it to be good. I don't think it will be.
He's a
That's
Resi
really
Downer.
what it comes down to.
You're a Resi Downer, dude.
I want it to be good. I want it to be useful, but it's fucking Pearl Abyss we're talking about, and I don't think it will be. That's just how I feel.
I don't know why you make it seem like there's nothing good in our game, that Pearl Abyss has never done anything well.
There's plenty of things that are good. There's also plenty of things that are bad and useless and have ruined the game. So
okay, ruins
the game. They've had a string of goods along the way, so I think it's about time they hit a bad.
Dude, are you gonna melt Black Distortion earrings for 11 Jonas fragments?
I am. I've got Calfian Castle, but
see, that's genius, dude. I'm gonna start grinding Star's End to get my Jonas fragments.
Dude, someone in class just the other day, he doesn't have an earring. He got a Tri-Distortion earring. Everybody's gratzing him. He hit a bracket because of it. 5 minutes later, blows it up going for Tet. We were all like, what the fuck are you doing?
Tet or nothing. Dude, at Try it has 15 AP already.
He literally lost a bracket because he was greedy and went for it. We were like, what are you doing?
Probably also lost a DP bracket. Although personally, I would have sold it.
Yeah.
And you have people like Mersh who one-tap their Tet Distortion and make me want to pull out my hair again.
Dude, I still don't have a necklace. I'm still using a rental.
It's fine. That's all you need. All you need is that and some nice guild members.
Yeah, right. Pretty much.
Dude, should I reroll Kuno?
No, you shouldn't.
So I'm going to say yes because I know you're going to do it already, and I want to be on that. I was right thing.
You were right thing. No, I gotta try out, dude. So I'm gonna rejoin Hex to try to help them out, and they're on a territory, so I'm not even gonna be able to war. I was kind of excited to war on T2s this week. On Sork, that would have been so fun.
Join Clash.
Dude, this new spin spree is actually, it's so much fun. The heal and everything, like, I don't know. People can't just sit in it now. You actually have to,
because
like,
it already
run.
had a hit, but now it's got a lot more multiple hits, right? So is that a full health heal on that?
No, but it's a lot. Let's see.
Dude, one of these days your
It was a
girlfriend's
lot before.
One of these days your girlfriend's gonna realize just how much money you spend on this game. And yeah, that's gonna be not a fun conversation to have.
It's not that much.
Dude, what do you mean?
We have good jobs, dude.
You full reroll coupon minimum like once every 3 months.
Dude, she spends a whole
Tamer
bunch of
didn't
money on
even
trips.
last 3.
All right.
So
Dude, she went on a trip to Africa like a year and a half ago for 2 weeks. That was like $5,000, right? I haven't even come close to that. I reroll all I fucking want.
Oh man. All right, well, that's everything that we had. We're good? We're done? I think that's it, right?
Yeah. It's
Is there anything else?
no. This one's going to be a little bit weird because we're recording differently just to see how it goes. There's a lot more clicking and a lot less sound quality, so we apologize ahead of time. But
sorry about the clicking.
yeah, in the future, Piottr won't be on, so it won't be too bad. I'm just kidding.
I didn't realize I was clicking that much.
Yeah, you were clicking a lot, dude. It's all good. I always click too. I normally just edit it out, but we can't edit this one the same way, so we'll see. It's an experiment. Episode 25, the day, or the episode the value pack fell apart and killed itself from the inside.
Yeah, right, basically. Piottr, you don't really, you're not like a streamer or anything, really. No?
I stream sometimes, but not super frequent.
Sometimes? Well, Piottr is our new editor, so everybody say hi to Piottr. Piottr, I'll give you this time to like plug and or say anything you want, but you have to do it in editing. You can't do it like here while we're recording.
Oh man.
So
I can't even say damn it feels good to be an archer.
no, you can't. You have to do it in editing. Just do like a black screen with just white text on it. There you go. You can say whatever you want right
I'll put
there.
my copy pasta in there.
Yeah, dude, throw it in there. But thanks for hanging out with us, Piottr. We should do this more often. This is fun. We need to have more like it's always fun having like big name guests on, but it's also fun just kind of hanging out with people, you know, sort of thing. So yeah, Frosty, you got anything else?
Yeah, I want to add that a training dummy just resisted my grab.
Yeah?
Is that possible? I didn't know that was even possible.
Like one of the soldiers?
Yeah.
So
yeah, if you CC them too many times, they reset, and then they're in it like a 5-minute or 5-second window.
Yeah, basically, if you CC them and like they're away from where they normally stand, they'll basically like iframe run back, and you can't like do anything to them until they're standing still again.
All right, let the record show he was standing still. I hadn't even hit him. I just walked up to him and grabbed him.
So if you hit him a bunch and he's like resetting CC counters or whatever, because it didn't used to do this, but it does it now, where if you hit him so many times and he's in a reset phase, he can be sitting still, but he's in the reset phase. And
maybe somebody else had just hit him, Frosty.
There's no one here. I'm all alone.
Oh, maybe it was a ghost. I don't know what to tell you.
Dude, I don't have the frames to Shadow Stomp cancel. It's horrible. Yeah, so like, subscribe, all that stuff. Upvote on YouTube. If it goes on Reddit, I don't know if this one will be on Reddit. You know what it is. Thumbs up. I don't know. Heart it. Double tap it. Leave a comment.
Swipe left.
Swipe left. We usually read all the comments.
Left. Super like, please.
Yeah. We read all the comments. Check out my stream, twitch.tv/SoFrosty. It has no profile picture. It has no banners. It has nothing. It's really fun. And share the podcast with people. Let's get the word out there and get more people listening and stuff. So we appreciate all the support.
Probably not this one. This one's gonna probably be a little rough. Probably not this one.
Yeah, don't share this one in the Discords, but episode 26, dude, is gonna be rock solid.
26 is gonna be where it's at.
Yeah, dude. Value pack starts getting good right around episode 26.
Oh god, the DK copy pasta
Yeah,
now applies to our podcast. Jesus. Okay, well, to all the people that came to the live stream, thanks for hanging out with us. Ro was here, Dream, Kazbig was here for a little while. I think he pieced out at some point. Yumin Nadai, Infrax is here now. He's asking where the sub button is. I don't think Frosty's partnered on Twitch.
It's a follow button, dude, right? You gotta go with the follow button.
It's in the same place as profile picture and band.
Yeah, right. Make sure you guys listening join the Discord. That way you get updates on everything that's going on with the podcast. Also, we'll probably be doing another community night here soon. Maybe this week, maybe next. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But make sure you join the Discord so you can be kept up with everything that's going on. Make sure you follow Frosty on Twitch so you can see what he does over there. Not always podcast. Sometimes he's just streaming for the fuck of it, so you can catch him over there. And yeah, I think that's everything. Thanks for hanging out with us again, Piottr. Thanks for listening, all of you guys out there. And we will catch you all next week.